YouTube. Hi, my name is Mark. This is Nixon Motorsports. If you're new to this channel, we're all about motorsports, from racing to exotic cars and even simulators. Today's video, this is race day, actually race weekend. We're out here in Arizona at a new track called the Podium Club in Casa Grande, Arizona. First time US Majors has ran on this track. I don't know a lot of history about it. I think it's a relatively new track, but it's a doubleheader race weekend. I thought I would bring you along. Let's get into it. Yeah, so we're out here just getting ready to hook up. We have our trailer with us, of course, from Texas, and looking forward to this. The track looks like it will be fast, relatively little elevation. Again, I don't know a lot about it yet, so I'll share with you as we learn. But we're heading out to Casa Grande here shortly. We'll hook up here in a minute. We'll get to the track. We'll kind of do a walk around, check it out, see what it's all about. I think it's a relatively small crowd coming out this race weekend. Not that atypical, right? When you have a new track, a new venue, it takes some time to get the word out for other racers around the country, but it should be fun regardless. So let's get this trailer hooked up here. Let's get this thing hooked up. Let's get out there. All right, we are here at the Podium Club and in the paddock here, just trying to get organized for tomorrow. You can see, a few trailers, a few people showing up. Not many yet. Interesting. Haven't been on the track. I can't really give you any kind of an update yet. From talking to a couple people, they're actually saying that the track is pretty grippy. A lot of fun, kind of medium technical, some elevation, which I'm a little surprised, but that's cool. And overall, they think it's a great track. In fact, the comment actually over here, it's one of the pro teams out here doing some testing today. They say it's a relatively fast track, so I'm looking forward to that. Should be a lot of fun. Anyway, back to just basic setup stuff. We'll be out here bright and early tomorrow morning, and I'll bring you along, of course. We'll get on track at that point, okay? All right, so we're here at the Podium Club, trying to get ready this morning. We have the car down. Got it warmed up, running kind of a baseline setup that we know works well, at least at other tracks. And Jeff's, what are you doing, Jeff? He's playing with our new
tire pressure temperature gauge. Trying to
so what
educate
does this
myself.
one do again? Oh,
everything.
Oh, everything. it sorts out world peace. All that stuff.
Yeah, we're letting it do its thing right now. So
it does a what is it? It does a correction on ambient, right? Well, wait, it does a correction of pressures based on temperature, if I recall, right? Something like that. So
right.
The idea of that is that we can make hot pressure changes and know the accurate cold pressure based on that change. So that's what this is supposed to do.
Right.
So we're trying to figure out how to use it, of course.
Figure out how to use
it. And then today we're going to be using our video transmitter receiver combo. See if that thing works. Hard to say. Looks great in the pits. Anyway, we need to go register and figure out session times, all that kind of stuff. So we should be getting out on the track hopefully in the next hour and a half, something like that. All right, so we've ran twice so far today. Just did a little bit of maintenance on the car. And what's your first impression?
Track has lots of grip.
Yeah.
No complaints from the driver as far as the car behaving funky or anything like that, which is always good coming out of the box in a new track. Apologize, my nose. But yeah, it's got good feel, good rhythm. The camera stuff is working good. We're really enjoying watching to see what Mark sees while he's in the car driving is
yeah,
really...
hang on just a second, guys. So that live video stream that I was talking about, it actually works, seriously. There's a few moments that it fades out or gets choppy.
Yeah, it'll buffer whenever we lose line of sight a little bit, but
it works.
Yeah,
most of
the track,
and it's extremely clear.
Yeah, it's clean. It's clean. It's good video.
So Jeff and Jane, they can see what I see, front-facing camera, and then there's also the rear-facing camera that also is shown. Yeah, here, check this out. So here the camera is mounted, right? So this is forward-facing here, and then this guy just spun around facing over the rear, so it's kind of looking, the back direction of the car. But pretty intense. Yeah. I'll do a video just on this piece itself, because I think my guess there'll be many of you who want to do this.
Yep.
I would imagine, right? So we haven't made any changes to the car since we rolled off the track.
Not setup wise, nope. Yep.
Car's working well. Just trying to get to terms with the track. We've done a halfway decent job already, right? We're in the 128 flat range. There's definitely more there, probably in the 27s, maybe
26s,
maybe, right? So yeah, it's working quite well. So we're going to go out again here in the next hour, roughly. I think just more seat time.
Yep.
Right?
Just getting to know the track. Yep.
And it's great too, because you're able to see what I'm seeing as I'm driving, when I make mistakes, when I don't. Yep. On top of the data, hopefully that helps us discuss more.
It helps us. Why will we slow that lap?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a car in front of us.
Right. Yeah. Good
There was
point.
a car that slowed us down, or I missed the braking, or I missed the apex, or just whatever. It's an invaluable tool to just work through that kind of progression as you get through the weekend and figure out how to go faster.
Right. So we'll do another long session coming up. We could do 2 more, probably not. We'll probably do 1 more session to give ourselves plenty of time for just prep, maintenance work later this afternoon. Racing weekend is interesting. So tomorrow, there is no test tomorrow. First up in the morning, we'll be doing qualifying. I forgot, the 15-minute or 20-minute something sessions, relatively short. So qualifying in the morning, that will be for the race tomorrow afternoon.
Right at lunchtime.
Roughly,
For us, for our run group.
And then we'll have a break after that, and we'll have another qualifying tomorrow later afternoon. And that will be for the starting positions for the Sunday race. That will be nothing more Sunday than we get in the car and we race. There's no qualifying, there's no practice test, warm-up, nothing. So kind of interesting.
They actually do have an open wheel warm-up.
Is there?
It's like 10, 15 minutes first thing in the morning.
Okay, if we need that,
Yeah.
So I guess that's it for the moment. One point, we have been troubleshooting Motec on the start-finish line for the track, and it's not, normally it doesn't happen, but when you have a new track, the lat-long locations, GPS locations of the track are important. That's what data loggers use, AIM, Motec, all of them, as far as here's the start, and when a driver does a lap, it increments lap time, all of those things, right? Well, the way they have us going out on track and in on track here puts the car very, very close to where the start-stop coordinates should be, and it's been screwing that up. So we've played with it twice. We've made another change. This time out, hopefully that works, so I can actually see predicted timing, stop lap times on my steering wheel as well. So, things you deal with, right? Outside of that, no issues, no gremlins, nothing yet today at all. So keep knocking on wood, and we'll report back after the next run.
Yep.
All right. Cheers. The video? Yeah, give us time to get the car prepped for tomorrow. Nut and bolt.
So what's
This whole prep time.
so how'd you like being a first time in this track?
Yeah, it's a cool track actually. It's fast. It's yeah, I like it. Took me a couple laps to figure out where the hell to go.
Well, you did a really good job doing. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I think we had a good day.
Yeah, no, that was great. Every time you go faster every session, that's
All right, so it is, what is it, Saturday morning?
it's race day.
Mark and Jeff, race day. Pan down here at the car. It's on the ground. Got stickers, brand new tires mounted on the car, and it's ready to go, fueled up and so on. So we did not follow up after our last run yesterday, where we finished what we learned. We haven't really had to do anything on the car so far this weekend, you know, knock on wood. We did improve our time. We were down 127.5, I think it is.
Yep.
No idea where that's at in the total competitive landscape here with the other cars. I think we're probably towards the front, I'm assuming.
Yeah, hope so.
Our target for today, now we want to see if we can get into the 126s here at the Podium Club. I think it's possible, maybe more than that.
Yeah, we'll see. We got fresh rubber.
What did we learn yesterday? Anything?
Well, whenever you go to a new track, you always want to, every time you go out for another session, you want to go faster than what you did before, and we accomplished that. So that was a good sign. You're still learning the track, still learning, you know, all the little things. So we're just, you know, incrementally getting faster and faster, and not having to make changes to the car, and still being able to do that shows that we're on the right path that way. So
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the car feels great. I don't have any complaints at all. For me, as the driver, still, I'm mentally thinking of each corner, each part on the track. I know there's time that I'm leaving on the table that I need to work to resolve. So that's the plan. Now we're out here in the next, hour, I think?
Hour, yeah.
So today, our format today, we're out in about an hour for qualifying. Now that's qualifying for today's race. So U.S. majors race weekends are all double headers, which means you have a race day on Saturday, a race day on Sunday. But today, so we qualify this morning, we race then midday, I think.
Right,
yes.
at noon.
So our first race is midday, noon, and then later in the afternoon, around 3 or so, we go back out today for qualifying. That will be for the Sunday race.
For tomorrow's race.
Yeah.
Which
I don't think we haven't done that format before, have we?
We haven't.
Yeah, interesting.
But they typically do a shorter race on Saturday and a little bit longer race on Sunday, so it's a time management thing. So
right.
But we'll see how it goes.
So, reaction on the Podium Club. Actually, look, let me pan around here. You can see there's a lot of dirt. A lot of work is needed here. For the ownership of this club, great job, guys. I think this has a lot of potential, and I say that. So the track itself, it's fun. It's pretty fast, actually. It has a couple great sections. The S's around the back side is a handful. You're busy.
Yep.
Now we're running clockwise today, by the way. So the turn one you crest over a hill and then you go downhill a little bit under braking, and then you have a double apex corner there that will actually, I'm still working on trying to figure that one out, quite honestly, because as a driver view, you come into it and it looks like you have a tight turn, but it opens up. You can keep your speed to a degree. Anyway, so from a track point of view, I like it. It's pretty cool. The facility here is on, I don't recall the exact number. I think I heard 2,000-3,000 acres. They have a ton of land out here. It's close enough to Phoenix, close enough to Tucson, kind of in between. It's going to get a draw, I think, for both locations. And they have grand visions here of garages, all kinds of activity services on this track. So look forward to that.
And it's drawing people from California. There's a number of California racers out here, so that's good that
And this is the first U.S. majors here at this track.
Maybe the first SCCA race. I'm not sure. No, they had one back in January.
Did they here?
Yeah, they did have one in January,
okay. So that's kind of a quick update.
One side note.
Yeah.
When you're working on your race car, nut and bolt it.
Why is that?
We found a steering knuckle that was loose on the front left, and so that could have been. It was loose. It wasn't bad, but it was enough that Mark probably felt it in the steering. So just everybody out there working on your race cars, make sure you nut and bolt your cars regularly and often.
Yeah. So two things. I think clean is important. So you always keep your car clean and tidy, but you do that because it makes you get up close and personal with it.
You're touching everything.
You'll touch everything. You'll see things. So that's one reason. But then the second part, because you wouldn't tell bolts and nuts just by doing that.
Right.
So to actually double check on a frequent basis, your hardware, make sure your suspension, of course, your primary components are firm and tight, nothing's loose. Yeah, that's an important one. Yeah,
and it's everything on a race car is pretty much bolted solid. There's not rubber gaskets or any rubber bits to make it comfortable, and so the vibrations in the race car and the tires and all the stuff can find the critical resonance and start loosening off bolts. So it's a good practice. Good.
So let's get in the car here in a bit. Let's get on track. Let's see what we can do in qualifying.
Yep.
All right, go fast.
Ready.
5 minutes. Maybe 2, so I don't know. Okay, 1 minute, here we go. I gotta come in, I think I got a puncture. Those things, they get hot and they just go whack.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's the tire pressure sensors. It's all the stuff that's on the right side. The problem is they're flat washers, rubber grommets. The wheel is curved. So you tighten it up and you think you got it good and it'll hold pressure without any load on it. And you go put load on it and then all the air goes out. You don't see anything obvious though, do you?
No, I'm sure it's
we didn't have that yesterday.
We ran a used set of tires yesterday.
Oh.
So we always have as an option, we could run our used tires, obviously. They got a lot of miles on them, right? Yeah, so we did not have enough time to come back in, change the tires. We tried. Jeff did his magic. We got it in the garage here quickly, but it was only 15-minute qualifying this morning. So kind of a bummer. On the positive side, well, let's see, what is positive? The car felt great, so that was just a gremlin. We start dead last for this first race here in the next hour and a half, so that will be fun. So for you watching, now you can see if this guy can actually pass it all. So that's what it's all about for this race.
Luckily, it's a small group.
Yeah.
So there's not just a whole lot of cars, but all the slower class cars that are in front of us now that would normally be behind us.
Yeah.
But it's
All
good.
right.
It's good experience. It's good.
Yeah.
You know, passing people on track at speed and all of that. So
hey, the weather's great.
Yeah.
The track's fun. You know, we know we're pretty quick out here.
Yeah.
You know, I think it'll be a lot of fun. So getting around about a dozen cars. I think there's only 10 laps, so I'm gonna have to hustle.
Yeah.
I'll probably run out of time to get by all of them, I'm guessing, but you know, we'll see. But yeah, car's fine, no big issues. We just checked out the floor. This front left actually went flat, so it was actually dragging on the ground. But any words of wisdom?
Let's just go get them in the race.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. The only thing we were laughing at ourselves, you'll appreciate this. You know how so.
Yeah, copy.
So we're finishing buttoning up the car. Man, what a mess. So the race did not go as planned, as you saw. What happened is we had another tire failure, just like we did this morning for qualifying. Quite irritating. Now, we've had this happen to us before. The issue is the really heavy temp sensors that we put inside the wheel. They are difficult sometimes with that rubber grommet for the valve stem assembly. So that's all that is. We're gonna have to rectify that. That's not cool. So we had to clean up the car. We had a little off, being that I couldn't turn the car. You saw the video on that. We have it cleaned up for the most part. It's all in one piece. Now we're gonna be running qualifying coming up in about an hour. We're gonna be running qualifying on a set of 150 mile tires. So they got some age on them. You know what though, they'll do fine. We know they're gonna do the job. So we're gonna roll out on track qualifying with these guys. In fact, we'll probably run those for the race tomorrow, just because I don't want to do that again. It's too annoying rolling out there and having a tire go down. So Anyway, that's it for the moment. See you out there on the track. Yep, in the butt. All right, so end of what? Saturday.
Saturday.
And we did the qualify this afternoon for tomorrow, for Sunday's race.
Yeah.
Old tires, again, our mess today was those valve stem seals. We had 2 flats, one for qualifying, one for the race, so that was not so good. Anyway, we went out for qualifying on really old tires, did okay. What was the time?
Yeah, we did a 26.9.
26.9.
So still improving by half a second from what we did yesterday.
Yeah. The car should be probably in the 24s,
25s,
thereabouts.
24s, yeah.
Right, so we'll see what we do tomorrow. Now in the morning, we're gonna go out in the warm up. We're gonna put on a set of stickers on another set of wheels. We're gonna do that only to see if they'll hold pressure.
Yeah. Run 4 or 5 laps just to see.
Right.
And if they hold, we'll use them for the race tomorrow. If not, we'll go back on these old ones.
Right. So if not, we'll run a race tomorrow on extremely old tires and just hang on for dear life.
Right.
We've never ran a set of Avons. Let's see, that'd be probably 200 miles or something on a set.
Yeah.
I think they'll make it. I'm not sure.
Kind of at the upper window of their temperature limit too.
Yeah, that's true. What else? Did we learn anything today?
When the TPMS sensors is telling you you've got 9 PSI, go ahead and pull over.
Yeah. That, and then of course I got some really nice blisters.
Blister action.
Which is irritating as hell, so
Ouch.
that was a distraction.
Ouch.
But it was a good day overall. It was not, okay, so Friday was roll it off the trailer, no changes. Car was great.
Yeah.
Just try to get a feel for the track.
Yeah.
Today was a mess.
Yeah.
We thought we'd run strong, and you know, that stuff happens, right? So we're going to move away from the Izzy sensors unless we can get the sensors built to mount in the center of the rim to get them away from the valve stems. This is just, you know, it's kind of ridiculous. We've had what, 4, 5, 6 of these over the last couple of years. Yeah. So you know, it screws you over for a race or for qualifying. So anyway, Izzy, sorry, your sensors are great, but we need to mount them differently. It's just us. What else? Anything?
I think that's it.
All right, we're gonna go eat.
Yep.
We'll see you in the morning.
See you guys.
There's Jeff. We're warming this thing up for our initial morning. So we try to get the oil temperature up. So we're kind of watching this. If you can see that, it says 144. Anyway, hey, so this morning what we're doing, we have brand new stickers on. We've had these stem issues where we've been having blowouts. So we're hoping this set's going to be good. We're going to go out for the warm-up session, and we're just going to do 4 or 5 laps just to make sure this set of tires will hold pressure. And if they do, we're good to go. But all right, car's ready for the race. We're running the old tires. So this morning's warm-up, as I mentioned, you know, was to just make sure the new tires were okay and that valve stem problem. Yeah, after about 3 laps, we did have a slow leak on the front right this time. We just decided, you know what, it's not worth it. New rubber would be great, but we want to just, we're here to have fun. We want to race. So these tires are quite old, but they're reliable. They're going to work well. We should do fine, and we will, more importantly, be able to finish the race. So that's up next. It's a 45-minute race, I think it is, or 25 laps, one of the two. So I start number 2, so I'll be on the front row outside, and Shane, he's on pole. Shane, awesome lap, by the way. Shane, by the way, ran a 1:23.9, I think it was, yesterday for pole position, which is an awesome time. I clipped out it sounds like it was fast, right? I did a 26.9, so we're 3 seconds apart in fastest laps. So, you know, lap time will come. We'll see how we do in race and distance here. Should be fun. Let's get into the car and let's get out there. Let's watch this thing. Yep, got it. All right. This is a wrap up for the weekend. We finished our race on Sunday and actually did pretty good. Actually had a great start.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure racing with these guys. Shane, by the way, awesome in the Swift 14. The Formula Continental.
Trevor Russell.
Trevor, a call out to you. Clean racing with you guys. I had somebody in my mirrors
The
whole time. So had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did as well. We finished P1, you know, so that was great. A lot of fun. I don't know. What do you have to say?
Yeah, it was good. We started the race P2, and so Mark got him into turn 1 and was able to lead for a while, several laps, 5 or 6 laps, and then
I think so, yeah.
Then Shane got by and he kind of checked out, and then he had a mechanical.
Right.
And then, but after that, Trevor was right behind us, and just good, clean racing, but just tight, but clean and just enjoyable. It was a good end to the weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there was a double yellow at the end, car on track, so that slowed us up for a bit, maybe 5 or so laps before the end of the race. But then we had a restart, and we had 2 laps I think on the restart.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. Definitely a challenge. If you noted and paid attention to the whole video, our valve stem challenge we had all weekend. So we ran on really old tires for the race. It was a good call.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
They definitely had age on them, but you know, it still worked. So we had a lot of fun. It was one of the more fun races we've had, I think, in a while.
Yep.
So very cool.
Yep.
Any last thoughts, words?
No. Everybody be safe going home.
So we'll see you in 2 weeks. We're going to be at Eagles Canyon, another U.S. Majors. I think you'll enjoy that as well. We got a little bit of work to do on the car. So if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't sent your comments, you know, the normal thing everybody asks, but you know, do that. And by the way, a call out as well, you know, randomly folks that have bounced around the track, that follow the channel, to you, I appreciate you swinging by, saying hi. You know, I really appreciate that. We do, right? I mean, it's way cool. It's way cool to meet a face. You know, comments, thoughts, or you know, questions on the channel is cool, but it's way cool to see the racers out here and meet face to face. So for all of you, you know, thanks for swinging by. Thanks for the smile and support. So pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time. Ciao.
See you guys.